So the recording is on, and today is the last day. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? So this is the book that we are doing is Embodiment, the manual we should have been given when we were born. And
हाथ बोले
मैं नहीं धोना हाथ. So, what else is possible? And how does it get any better than this? Lower all your barriers and all your points of views and all your dreams about what the body should be rather than embody the embodiment you truly be. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all night, short boys and beyonds. So guys, all the DJCCs and all the PES juniors that you function from, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all night, short boys and beyonds. So we are on chapter, we left at chapter 9, percentage 42. I think, run through it. And before that, any questions? I think Simona was asking a question. Simona, go ahead. Oh, I didn't mention the date. Sorry, today is the 19th November 2020. Yes, Simona.
Yeah, Kanwal, yesterday's call was amazing. That is more than access. Even मैं कहूँगी कि मैंने जितने भी spiritual courses करे हैं ना, उससे भी beyond था वो. मेरे पास words नहीं है, लेकिन वो body और being वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. लेकिन कल मैंने वो चीजों को feel किया, मैंने realize किया कि how मैं कैसे एक जर्नी एक बॉडी में फील करती हूँ. मैंने हाउ आई एम डूइंग माय जर्नी इन दिस बॉडी. तो
थैंक यू.
बियॉन्ड वर्ड्स, उसको मैं वर्ड्स में एक्सप्लेन. इवन एम्बॉडीमेंट भी बुक रीडिंग मैंने करी है, दैट इज ओनली एम्बॉडीमेंट. बट यस्टरडेज कॉल इज मोर देन एम्बॉडीमेंट. एंड आई फील व्हाट्स दिस जर्नी ऑल अबाउट.
The beginning, darling. It's the beginning. Get in communion with your body and you will be surprised every day as to what the body is. Follow the energy.
Good morning.
Just any other questions before I go forward?
Yeah, Kanwal, can you just summarize what is embodiment? Because I didn't attend the first class.
You have to listen to the call, darling.
I'll do that. And
after that, you can ask me a question in the group. I am always there to answer.
Great. And one happy thing to share, it was truly magical for me the whole day yesterday. Thank you. Thank you.
Acknowledging it. And who is this iPhone wants to say something? May I know your name, iPhone?
Hi, this is Rohit here.
Hi, Rohit. Can I have a look at you, darling?
Sure.
So you keep it.
Hi.
You keep an iPhone. You don't even want to know people don't want people to know you're Rohit. What a lovely name.
Yeah, that's a top secret.
So guys, it's a top secret. Don't leak it.
Kanwal, guess who is he? Kanwal, guess who is he?
Who is he? Your son?
My son.
Oh God! Yeah. How did I get so lucky to have you here?
I'm lucky to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Were you here yesterday and day before? No.
I was here day before. I couldn't attend yesterday, but
Yes,
I listened
so
to the recording though.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so.
Thank you so much.
I can't put it in words. I can't put it in words. Okay, so I am just going to rush through. Hello? Everybody here? Can I start?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So follow the energy. Good morning, Param. So follow the energy. Don't make it significant. You know, the energy comes up. All kinds of energies come up. When you're talking, Just become aware of it. Whatever it is, just be aware of it, how it's showing up. Is it showing up in your body, physically? Is it showing up emotionally? Are you getting all teary or all laughter or whatever? Or is it going in your head, mental? You actually have to do nothing about it. Nothing about it at all. It's just an information. It would release itself if you do not give it significance. It'll pass by. You are 98% picking up things from the universe. 98% is not yours. Thoughts and feelings, emotions are not yours. You're just picking them up. You have nothing to do with it. Just let it pass by. Just acknowledge. Just acknowledge, my God, I'm so aware. I get information. I've got antennas. I can catch information. Recognize you're good at picking up all other people's emotions, feelings, and thoughts and points of views. So a great question to ask would be, am I making any part of that sadness, happiness, depression, joy significant? When you make anything significant, does it lighten up your world? Anybody is willing to tell me, when you make anything significant, does it lighten up your world?
No. It becomes heavy.
Yeah. When you ask for an energy and space, and I so often tell you to use this processes of access, which start with what energy, space, and consciousness can I be. So when you ask for an energy and space and consciousness of something to show up, everything that does not match it has to be brought up so that you can change it. That's the magic of those questions that you ask. So anything you're making significant, say, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be to have total clarity and ease in this? There is no significance in that. So you make a different choice. And every choice always creates. Always creates. What it creates, it let you know. You don't have to ask for what you know, because you know very little. And having said that, if you get the awareness of where you are, when you know something has to be changed in your world, that's how fast you get the awareness. You do not have to define it. You do not have to give it a form of what that is. You just know it like you know it. You know something needs to change. Trust that energy. And how do you change it? By asking questions. When you demand by asking a question, things will come to you like magic. They will show up in your world. Okay, change me. I'm here. Change me. Change me. So things will start to show up. All decisions, point of views, all the need to be right, perfect, correct. Please mute yourself, Satinder. Thank you. You will be able to perceive all that. You will be able to see your picture right there. I'm here. I'm wanting to be right. Here I'm wanting to be perfect. Here I want to correct it. The biggest question that changed all for me was, what is holding this in place? What is holding this in my reality? I am making it significant. And even when you don't make it and don't make anything significant, insignificant you make, that also is there in your being. That also insignificant. And then insignificant things start showing up too. That's why we say there's nothing right, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing good, there's nothing bad. Just get the energy of it. So start acknowledging the energy, right? It doesn't have what was I going to say?
You were
So
saying it
what would
doesn't
it be?
have.
What would it? Yes, Gitu. What would it? Let me just ask this question before I forget it again. So what would it be like if you didn't make anything significance? What are the infinite possibilities here to shift this? Whatever this is that at that point of time, you can just shift it. So now, Gitu, what was your question?
Yeah, I was saying, can you give an example? Because there are so many asks that we have. And then you're saying,
Tell
na
me,
significant
your
karo, na
example.
insignificant.
Gitu, your example I cannot tell. You have to
Okay.
tell me an example. Where is it that you make things significant and that locks it in your body and you can't move? You can't see beyond it. Now you got blinders put on. Now that's the only thing that's showing up again and again and again. It's running in loop in your head. It's learning. It's you showing up. People with the same kind are coming into your life. You say, "Oh my God, yes, I'm proving it right." So your point of view creates your reality.
Oh, I got it. So there is where I click the create the block of energies.
Exactly.
I'm getting the
You make it
lightness the moment
significant,
you
you
said it.
define it.
Yeah.
So when you stop making anything significant, if you stop telling yourself, if I just figure this out, then I know this will work out, then those people will be right on track with me, then you can't figure anything out. No, it never works. Because you're making that thing so significant. You're giving it a body, defining it, you're making it real, you're making it solid and keeping it where it is. It can't move. You have a piece of furniture, you say, I don't like it here, I don't like it. Why did I buy it? What did I do with it? Blah, blah, blah. What if you just ask the piece of furniture where it likes to be?
Okay.
It will tell you. And you shift and you say, oh God, मेरे को पहले भी क्यों नहीं ख्याल आया ये?
Got it. Thank you.
Not allowing it to shift, even it could and would, you just allowed it to be. Let go of the significance. And notice things change like magic. Things really change like magic. So there is this clearing on 46%. It takes a huge amount of energy to make something significant. And in order to, in doing so, you have to constrict it, which inhibits it, release it. To let it go, you just have to take the significance away and let it be light. You don't have to make anything significant. And if you don't make people, energies, or their emotions significant, they won't drain you. उसने ऐसे क्यों कहा, मैंने ऐसे क्यों नहीं करा, उसको ऐसे नहीं कहना चाहिए था, उसके पास मुझे कंचन कहना है, please mute you darling. Please, when you want to ask a question, only then unmute yourself, because the recording you will get would be disturbed, right? Thank you. So sorry, where was the clearing? What emotion did you grow up with that you have made real, intense, and significant? So don't blame yourself. Just go back to asking a question. When, at what age did I make this significant? Oh, I'm returning it to sender. Oh, I'm giving it up. Now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There it goes. It's just energy. Made it intense and significant, rejection, anxiety, depression, guilt, or was it something else? Everything you have made significance about perceiving that emotion so that you had to take it on by the lie, will you now please destroy and uncreate it or return it to sender with consciousness attached? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, honor, short, boys, and beyonds. So then there is, how many things have you perceived about your mom, dad, which you turned into belief and have been unable to let it go? Because you decided that's the way life is. Oh my God, they're grown up. They're my mom and dad. They know what's going on. So you buy that. Even when your body and your being is telling you, no, I don't like it. It's not right. Them beating me is not right. Then punishing me is not right. But you buy into that. They know better. What if you were taught to ask, what is this? What chapter? And if, okay, Neera, we are on 46%. Doing the clearings. Welcome.
Thank you.
Will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, honor, short, boys, and beyonds. Abuse. So, what about abuse? We think, I believe, because believe I shouldn't, that's not a nice word, but I have seen over these 71 years of my life that I've yet to meet somebody who hasn't been abused or who hasn't abused themselves. Am I right? With at least the people around here.
Yes. True.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I suffered what some people might call pretty hideous abuse when I was a kid. Dane, I won't go into it. Dane suffered a lot of abuse because his mother was a lesbian and she lived in a ghetto, they call it, with slums, we would call it here. Because and with women, and women, all those women who were her friends did not like men. So he was even beaten up badly and abused in many different ways. And he says that somewhere inside him, he knew that there was something that he was, I mean, that's a different story altogether. But in short, I'll tell you that we bring abuse to ourselves to either heal somebody, or there is something going on in our head that we want to clear in our bodies, that in our psyches, points of view, belief systems. I don't know what it is for you, or what it. So what he says is that we bring the abuse to ourselves for many different reasons. That's another class altogether. So when you are any abuse that any of us has ever had, what do? Instead of seeing as it is, instead of asking questions, we are never taught that. It's not wrong, guys. We are never taught that. So what do? We experience shame, pain, or pleasure. So everywhere you've been wondering, or everywhere you've been blaming yourself, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, honor, short, boys, and beyonds. So how do you work with each of these? How do you go beyond the pain, shame, and regret, and whatever that is? Would you be willing to commit to the magnificence of you? Would you be willing to never go into the wrongness of you? Would you be willing to nurture and care for you? Would you be willing to ask few questions? Would you be willing to lower all your barriers and blocks to yourself from receiving? Would you be the sexualness we were talking about yesterday? Would you be the sexualness you truly be? Rather than toning down your sexualness in order to be safe. Safe. What is safe? Would you stop locking your body into limitations based on what you think you can or cannot or would have or shouldn't have done or do? Please, when I read all this, what does your body say? Would it like to do it? Or it'll say, shut up, Kanwal, what the fuck are you talking about?
Our bodies would love to do it, Kamal. To tap into our brilliance, our magnificence, which we just totally ignore.
Yeah, so beautiful. Yes, if you would do that, would that have any effect on you? Would you buy into the lies? You are an infinite being. You choose something for some reason, guys. Because that is what is required at this moment. What if you always followed that? And how does coming to conclusion work in your reality? Has it ever worked? No. Going to conclusion is putting yourself in a cage of abuse. Invisible cage of abuse. So please ask your questions. What's true about this I'm not getting? And all those questions that I just said. How would you like to go beyond the limitations and discover the magic that you truly be? And everything doesn't allow that. Would you be willing to destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pod, honor, short, boys, and beyond. Universe, show me the magic I truly be. Universe, I don't know. Nobody ever told me that I am magical. From day one, I've been judged and told what's wrong with me, rather than what's true about me, that I'm an infinite being, that I could do no wrong and no right for that matter. Any questions on abuse before we go to affirmations? Okay, so there is a releasing the energy of abuse that I think we did talk about just now, that you can release it. You have to train yourself. You have to train yourself to give up being in control of whatever that is. In this case, abuse. It could be anything else. And instead follow the energy. I think there is another one with follow the energy, then we talk about follow the energy in that. So anybody read this? Or no? Nobody read it. They only want Kamal to read it, okay? Because I do it so good. Everything that brought up, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pod, honor, short, boys, and beyond. So affirmations. Affirmation can also stop the flow of energy. What do I mean by that? Because with affirmations, you are attempting to create something that you don't believe actually exists. You don't believe you have money. And then you go, I remember I did Louis Hay workshops for many years. And the first thing they tell us to do is write down all the things you desire in your life. That affirms that you don't have them. When you say I have got less money, I don't have a good relationship, I'm not beautiful, I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to talk, where are you coming from? Lack. And every lack brings more lack. A lack is an energy. If you live in the energy of lack, what are you going to create? More lack. So they don't work. You are attempting to create something that you don't believe actually exists. You believe the opposite of what you're asking for. What would happen if everything you experienced with your body was just an interesting point of view? You don't resist, you don't react against anything, you don't align and you don't agree with anything. Everything was just an interesting point of view. So what it would be like if you didn't make energy significant? That energy, whatever you're feeling at that point of time. What do? We make that energy. Somebody said something to us and suddenly our energy dipped, and suddenly we are in a state of either blaming ourselves or blaming somebody else. So we go into making that significant. That energy at that point of view, we start to make it significant. But like I said earlier, if you just let it be, it will release. It's not yours. It will release. Are you willing? Are you willing to be that present, that aware? Buying into other people's lives is cutting off your awareness, cutting off you from the equation. You're not there, only that person and that situation, and now the loop in your head is there. Where are you? The brilliant you, the phenomenal you, the all-knowing you, the infinite being that you truly be. Where are you? You just shut yourself down.
Kanwal, one question here.
Yes, darling, go ahead.
When we say I am power, I am creativity, so isn't that the affirmation?
That is not an affirmation. Beautiful question. Thank you for asking that. So when you say you are, okay, I'll ask you a question. When you say you're not good enough and you don't have money, what energy comes up? Ask yourself just now and let me know what energy came up.
It's a lack energy.
So when you say, oh my God, I am the phenomenal being, I am power, I can do anything, I can create, I'm awareness, I'm control, what energy then do you get then?
Of course, abundance and fulfillment, right?
What would you like?
Of course, I would like the second one, but he said affirmations is not
One minute, I'm coming to that. So you like that. So one thing I've confirmed now, that you like the energy of you, because that is your energy. That is who you truly be. When you are at ease, when you are having fun, when you are being you, your body vibrates, you're joyful, and anything beyond that, when you buy and lock into your body, you are not being you. Now you are choosing to be like somebody, fit into this reality, like anybody would like you to be. That's not being you. So the lightness is being you, right? Now coming back to the affirmations. You're saying you do not have money. You lack money. And the next affirmation to that is, I want money. I have money. Okay, let's not see. I have money. Now tell me, is there anything that you desire at this moment, Mamta?
Of course, happiness.
No. One thing, one particular thing. Happiness is,
Okay.
when you don't want to see something, then you will just say happiness. Come to the crux and tell me, what is it that you now at this moment want, desire?
Money.
No, that is also one. Everybody wants money. One thing in your life that you lack. One situation, one incident, one goodie that at this moment you would like to have and you don't have. Money you have, right? You would want more. What you do not have at all.
Okay, a bigger place where I'm living.
Can I say something? Just, uh, just like I want to have a new house.
Hmm. That's what I say. The bigger place, a new house, whatever.
So you don't have a house.
Smaller one. I mean, I want
What
a
are the
bigger one.
affirmations? What is affirmation? What is an affirmation?
Affirmation, what I thought was like I am control, I am awareness. So that's
What is an affirmation for you? Before you knew what was control and all, you knew about affirmations, right? What is the definition of affirmation in your life?
what I'm saying. Before also it was the same. I thought affirmations are
Whatever
I
mantra,
am.
what you're saying, what's coming out of your mouth, and the energy is not in sync. Sorry. Everybody else is getting what she's really wanting. Put it into words.
Kanwal, I mean to
I
say before
want this
also affirmation
dress.
was I
I
am
want.
happy.
No, please. You choose. You are never happy. Are you never happy? So when you're saying that you want to be happy, meaning you are coming from never being happy. You have never been happy. You never have money. You don't have a house. So what my question is, what is it that you lack in your life? Lack that you don't have at all.
ऐसा तो कुछ case नहीं हो रहा. I have everything.
Right? So when you have everything, the next step is to knowing that you can have everything because you are an infinite being. And when you can have everything, you're all powerful. You everything that you would like to be in every point of time. If you are not having that, you are not choosing it. Otherwise, you could have it. So affirmations, what I learned, maybe I'm wrong. When I was doing these, the first, like I earlier said, the first thing they told me to write down what I don't have, what I would like to have, what I lack. And then I was to ask the questions of what it would be like if I had that.
Okay.
So you are already coming from lack. And all these access tells you that if you're coming from lack, that you're coming from lack energy, you're asking for something you want, desire, want, never. There are 5 words that we have in access that we say we don't want to use it because one is want, one is never, one is need, one is try, and one is but. So all these energy words have an energy, and the same will get created again, and again. So when you say your power and your creativity and your awareness, you are control, you are money, what energy do you experience?
It's abundance energy when I say I'm power.
So it's not coming from lack,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So those, I believe, are not affirmations. I believe that's who I am. I have forgotten. It's a reminder to me. When I'm asking for an affirmation, when I'm going on saying, I have money, I have money, I have money, 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 money. But in my head, at the back of my head, underneath, there is the reality that I have bought into that I don't have money. The energy I'm being is lack and I don't have money. And I may say it till the cows come home, I have money, I have money, I have money. It might change a little, but it's not going to, you're not going to believe that you can have. It's there laid out to you. You are the one who's not allowing it to come to you. You're the one who's not receiving it. You're the one who's not believing it. You have blocks, points of views, belief systems that if you work hard, then only you can have money. If your parents had, then only you can have money. If you give up yourself and give up your family to work and go for million hard work, whatever. Those point of views that you have are more powerful to create the same. That energy is more powerful to create the same thing again and again. Then you are just saying frivolously, that's what you want. I wonder if I was able to explain it, but if there's anybody else who wants to pitch in and explain or know what is getting some
No,
energy.
I got it covered. Thanks.
Thank you, Kamal. That was beautifully explained. You said it so well that when you ask for something, or when you're want to be an energy, but you're not internally, intrinsically, you're operating from lack. So what we have to do is we have to come to a no point of view. All our points of views about anything in life that we truly desiring, we already have access to it. But if we come to a no point of view, even for what we are thinking and we are wanting and we are asking, then from there we can be anything that we really truly want.
We can desire and have anything. The buffet is laid out and you can just say, I'll have that. I'll have that. Oh, that too. And there is no limit to what you can have. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Neera, so much. So chapter 10 says the power is caring, power in caring. And this was really, I mean, I read this book, but it on a different level, I got this when I read that power in caring. So what Dane is trying to say is that we are powerful, we care. We really do. Whenever you hear of anything, what is your first reaction? Oh, let me give it. Let me do it. Let me help. Isn't that the first thing? There is a huge amount of power in true caring. Because you care for somebody, how often do you give up your power and caring in order for those you care about, not to go into pain and suffering? What's going on in your head? Oh, I'll do anything. Oh, I'll sacrifice myself. Oh, my बच्चे को ठीक हो जाए. Oh, मेरी उसको ठीक हो जाए. मेरी माँ ठीक हो जाए. Or I wish I could give money. I wish I could fly there and help. Yeah. If I could sacrifice, I would do it. You don't even want to see where you are, what's working for you or not working for you. You would rather be bothered about others. What if you started caring for yourself? You would be so powerful. You diminish yourself. You diminish you diminish the person you think you're caring for. Because you think that person cannot care for themselves. Then I have to be there. So a lot of people give themselves up. So what is that? When you give yourself up, you give up your power. You give up your true caring. If you started taking care of yourself, Would people around you like it? This is how this reality works. If you are anything other than limited, you are punished. Family will punish you, the society will punish you. You don't follow what your parents are doing, the business that your parents are doing, or the way they are living in, and you buy a bigger house. Would they like to go with you in a bigger house? Or would you like to pull them in? No. We do that. Why would we do that? So you turn everything the opposite of what is real. You convert your power into powerlessness. You convert your potency into impotency. Domination, manipulation, control is bad in this reality. Anything to get you, okay, ungli tedi karni is bad in this reality. What if that was the magic that you truly be? You know how to get things done. You convert everything that would give you power over reality into effect of this reality. Is that working for you? If you would choose you in fact would, other way around, you in fact would be an invitation for everybody else to choose what you are choosing. If you honored and trusted you to go for what's true for you, what makes you liked, what is that aha thing? True aha thing for you, that knowing, perceiving, knowing, being, and receiving. If you were in that position, we are herd of sheep. We don't want to be different. So he says, let's go to 51%. There is an exercise there. This is a beautiful exercise about making it infinite. Anybody else has done this exercise again? Make it infinite. You can do it right now. It's on 50%. Think of something or someone you have been upset with in the past week or so. Each one of you, please think of somebody or something that you have been upset about recently. Now take all the feelings you have about that upset. Get into that story. Run it a little. Get the energy of it, that upset when you were upset. And make it infinite. When I say make it infinite, by just your saying make it infinite, it goes infinite. You don't have to do anything. You just have to listen. Make it infinite. That's all. You just have to say it. Make them as big as the universe. Make them bigger than the universe. Yes. And now eternal. Not eternal, but infinite. You can imagine sticking the needle of a joint air pump into the middle of your upset. And then blow it up so it's bigger than the universe. And making something bigger than the universe is not something that you have to think about to do. It's just an awareness. And it usually happens as soon as you are asked to do it. So now get present with what happened to those feelings of being upset. when you make them infinite? Do they get fuller and more substantial? Do they have a greater sense of reality? How is your body feeling at the moment? Is it
Lighter.
contracted? When you were upset, you were contracted. Is it contracted now? Or do they fade away and disappear? If they fade away and disappear, which is what I suspect they will do, then they are a lie. Anything that is a lie cannot remain here now. The feeling, the upset might be something you made it true. You thought it true. But it really isn't. How often when somebody says and you make it real? When the other person doesn't even know it. Or when you say it, you just say it because you just say it, and the other person makes it so significant. You said it there then. You didn't even mean it. And the other person created a big upset about it. You have bought something that's not true. And what's not true cannot remain if you won't give it significance. Now think about somebody who cares about you, that you care about. Make that feeling infinite, bigger than the universe. Okay, guys, come back and then tell me, now think about somebody you really care. You are with that person at this point of time. And make that infinite. Make that sensation in your body infinite. Bigger than the universe. More. Does it become more substantial or less substantial? When you think about how much you care for that someone and you make it infinite, bigger than the universe, you see it's even bigger than you are willing to admit to yourself. It's way beyond you think you care for that person. When you take that caring, the caring that you have and you make it infinite, it becomes fuller and more present. It occupies more space than the upset did. You realize that you care more than you acknowledge. You may say, I care. But when you fill it out and make it substantial, you can see how very much you care. It's almost as if we are afraid to care that much. How often you're afraid to care. If I do this, then the person will expect something. If I do this, then they will take advantage of me. If I do this, they will expect more of me. How many times you stop yourself? You are the infinite caring being that you are. And if you were present, you would know when to show, when not to show. Not going into the wrongness or not going into the rightness, but going into the knowing, what do I know? Follow the energy. What does follow the energy mean? It's about receiving, willing to receive the information that is available. It is being open to what the universe is sharing with us. Follow the energy involves asking questions, and that the universe has an avenue to respond to. You ask the universe, and universe is always desiring and wanting to have your back, to give you what you're asking for. And how does the universe come to know? By your energy, not by your words. If you're being sad and asking for happiness, sorry, you're going to get more of sadness. Because that is what the information universe perceives and receives from you. You're sad, okay. More things to be sad about. You're joyous, more things to be joyous about. So, what would you like to be more often than not? The universe is an unlimited space with unlimited possibilities. It will provide unlimited possibilities if you are willing to ask, if you're willing to have. Don't have a fixed plan or a structure, because then the universe doesn't have an avenue. You're limiting the universe. Universe desires to gift you more, but are you willing to receive it? And more we live in question, the more possibilities are showing up in our lives. How many of you have noticed that since you've come into Access?
Kanwal.
So most of us only care for ourselves a tiny amount. अपने लिए कितना केयर करते हो? जितना दूसरों के लिए केयर करते हो, क्या अपने लिए करते हो? हाँ, अब एक्सेस में आके थोड़ा सा सीखने लगे हैं. We care for others more, much more than we do for ourselves. We don't want to see people we love hurting. So would you please consider doing the same for yourself and your body? There is huge power in caring for self. Kids know it. Kids will do anything, dominate, manipulate, control, cry, whatever to get what they want. When do we lose it? When do we give it up? We give it because we see nobody having it. We don't see people caring for themselves. We are always taught to put others first. Live same as others, a mediocre life that the others are choosing. How can we choose greater? How could you? People will say, how could you even think of change and grow? How could you even think of going out of family business? How could you even think of? And we think that's true for us. We learn at a very early age, it is not right to care for ourselves. Sorry. It is selfish. You see people not caring for themselves, naturally you have to consider that selfish, right?
It's all about self-love, Kaval. That's what you're talking about, I guess. We have to start loving ourselves. Self-love.
Okay. Having said that, thank you, Gitu. Doesn't mean you have to stop loving others. But
That
you
will
have
continue. But
you
the
have to be on the top priority.
top, yes, yes. This is as you were saying about childhood days. Remember, we are brain trained to, you have to take care of everyone, you have to take care of blah blah blah, you have to take care of everyone's needs, but you have to take care of yourself first. You
And
can't pour
how?
out of an empty cup. You can't pour out of an empty cup.
Exactly.
Right?
So, Gitu, how many people around you care for themselves?
Lot of them. And now even I do about for myself.
So, a lot of them, meaning they were the invitation for you to choose more?
I myself was my invitation.
My
Few
question
things happened
again,
in my life.
is how many
Hmm.
people around you in your family look after themselves?
Um, two, two.
So, were they an inspiration too?
Um, to certain extent, yes. Yes.
Or you went
If I
into the
think again,
wrongness?
yes.
To start with, did you go into the wrongness? Why should they care for themselves more than they care for others?
Let me
Truth.
think.
You can't be lying to me because I know. So come out,
No, no,
be
I can't.
brutally honest with yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. Initially, I did, and then I started realizing this is something even I can do. I can also choose to live like this.
So are they being an invitation? And would you like to be the invitation?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
How does it get
Thank
any
you.
better? How does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? So everywhere that you are taking little care, tiny care of yourself, would you be willing to take care, go into greater? I don't know. I don't know what is greater. That is also defining. What if every now moment you were to ask yourself, am I choosing for myself? Am I being myself? Not from the definition of this reality, what is choosing for you, but your own knowing from, oh my God, am I choosing? If I choose this, am I choosing what my being is asking for? Am I being myself? And if I was being me, what would I be choosing? So if you are in question 24/7, not from now, this is what I wasn't doing and this is what I'm going to do, is equally bad. You had a definition of where you were not looking at after yourself. Now you have another definition of where you would like to look after yourself. No, if you didn't have any definition, no form, no structure, no significance, this moment, I'm going to do this. Is it what my being would desire to have? Body, would you like to have? Body, would you like to do this? Am I choosing me? Get the likeness of it. Go for it. And when you keep doing this in every now moment, you will get so good at it that then you wouldn't even have to ask a question. Then you will recognize and you will choose who you truly be. So would you give yourself that permission, please? You become good to follow the energy, and then you wouldn't make it significant. You would perceive and you would choose what makes you angry, what contracts you. What energy is this? This is not happy energy. This is distress energy. I'm not choosing that. I would choose that for what reason? I'm being exhausted at this time. There's a physical pain. What is this? What can I do about this? Can I change it? How can I change it? Not going into ऐसे हुआ था तो फिर ये हुआ तो फिर ये हो गया, अब मुझे डॉक्टर के पास जाना है. So everywhere you have a point of view to limit you, that limits you, that limits your receiving, that limits your money flow, that limits the resources of the world for you. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, dolna, short, boys, and beyond. What is sexualness? Have you ever had a reality? Okay, so what is sexualness, guys? I think we were, our book, read Girls Know It, because we are doing this, right? Sexualness. So in short, I'll tell you, anyone here gets a regular massage, body massage done?
Me. I get it done.
Cool. There's another friend of mine here who gets it done. And long years back, she even, or maybe she's not here. Who told me? Somebody told me, and I synced with that person and said that when I get the massage done, I sometimes gets turned on. How many of you get turned on when you get the massage done? Don't want to tell me, it's okay. So how many times and from how many people, or from one particular person, that you get massage done and you like orgasmic? You're like, my God, I could have this go on and on. And it's only...
It's the opposite for me because
Go,
I was gonna say it's the opposite for me because I do the massage and I know how many of my clients do get turned on, but they don't say anything, but I can read it. Well, obviously from their body, I can read it in their face, and they're just like, Jazz, don't take your hands off of me. And it cracks me up, but I know the nurturing their body feels. I know how orgasmic it is for them. So that's
So
why
at
I
that
laugh.
moment, who are you being?
The infinite, amazing self.
The sexualness that you truly
Yes.
be?
Yes,
You
definitely.
ooze. This oozes out of you, Jazz. Even when I can't see you here, that sexualness oozes out from you. And you are such an invitation. And you would have people turn on. Please don't cut that. Because most of us cut that energy off.
Oh, I'm very
So
very
that is
candid.
your
I just,
ingredient. That is your ingredient
yes.
when you do a massage. Your sexualness. Sexualness
Yes,
is,
definitely.
he writes here, he says,
Time and time.
yeah, he writes here, he says, sexualness is the honoring, the nurturing, and acknowledging and caring and healing of the universe. It's that expansive, creative gratitude energy. All of those
Yeah,
elements,
because most,
yeah, all of those embody in sexualness. You be that. And everywhere we have cut off that from ourselves, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Please, guys. Embody the sexualness of you.
Kamal, even can I say something here?
Yes, go ahead.
So even like babies, they're
Yeah.
oozing.
Animals,
That's
babies.
yeah, yeah. That's why we always want to, we're always cooing to them. We want to hug them. We want to make, kiss them all the time. Is because they are oozing sexualness all the time, and
So
that's what we
you were
also
never
have.
Meera, you were never a baby, right?
Of course, I was, and I
When
still
did you,
am.
so where did you give it up? Or
Somewhere along.
if you didn't give it up, that's beautiful.
Yeah, no, I gave up a lot, and of course it's there back, but still bits and parts mein aata hai, and I do know that. But I know it's innate. It's innate for everyone, all of us around us. We can be cooed and hugged, and and we just love ourselves. You don't have to do anything to be that because it's there.
Thank you for saying that. You can actually experience your sexualness when you are with a baby or with a puppy or in nature or with someone who doesn't judge you. You're being you in totality, receiving from everything, the birds, the plants, the trees, even the chairs and walls. You become alive and in communion with everything. This is the energy of sexualness. That this is how it feels like. And I have experienced it maximum when I'm swimming. It's like I'm one with oneness. No
Wow, same here. I wanted to say that water
no
just.
separation, no barriers to
Yes,
receiving anything. It's like I just started and time just flies, and I'm wondering, oh my God, where the hour went.
same here.
And what would it be like to bring the same turned on energy feeling to every moment of every day? That is when you are alive. He says here, I think it is a topic, are you vibrantly alive and willing to receive the energy of the universe? Everywhere you're not willing to be that, have that, choose that, create that, generate that, claim, own, and acknowledge that. Add it into your life. Would you be willing to destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, puck, pod, all nice short boys and beyonds. Be present and aware when you're like, I can't do this, I'm not ready for this. Let's get this done. And the opposite. That's who you are. Oh my God, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get it done. What else? I am ready. That is the sexualness you truly have and are. And have you noticed under those circumstances how things get done? How much more than other days when you're like, What the fuck? So it's just a choice away, guys.
I want to say here something. When you
Yes.
said what the fuck, it's like I want to fuck.
Go ahead. You're lucky girl. People see you and they like you and they hit at you when you are like that. And nothing wrong in that. And we shut ourselves down. We shut our sexualness down just because somebody is appreciating us. I mean, we are such fake people. We get dressed, we look at our mirror, we get dressed, we wear beautiful clothes, we mirrors telling us, go, you're looking nice. And suddenly somebody looks at you and you contract. What the fuck? Hey, you are sexualness. The thing of beauty is joy forever. They perceive the difference that you be than others. When you're totally present and totally who you truly be, the sexualness. We like to be touched, we like to be nurtured. Our bodies desire to be lusted upon. It's much more than we care to receive. Newborns would probably die if we didn't hug them, we didn't touch them. Read the books. We all have read who have had children that you need to put them next to yourself. You need to nurture them. You have to pick them up more often. That is the energy of being alive. But what are we fed with? Be aware, watch out, don't talk to anybody, don't give. That little only we are told all that. And I know so many who have never hugged before they met me. And I forced myself and hugged them. Now I wouldn't. Now, why wouldn't I? See, we cut off our sexualness just because the other one is not willing to receive. And by the way, make it clear to all of you, sexualness, I do not mean is an invitation for you to get into bed with someone. It's simply recognizing, acknowledging, honoring, caring, healing of the universe. It is the expansiveness of the universe, the creativity, the gratitude. Are you willing to be that? Have that?
Recording.
I love you. So, guys, my God, I want to go on. What's coming to me, it came to me even before I start this class. I can give you another day free. I don't want to finish this. I'm just enjoying it.
How do we get so lucky?
Sorry?
Please do.
You're the only one.
Recording को वापस डालें.
So you are the only one, me and you. I think that you need to read this because you need to ask me questions. My going on and on doesn't really make me feel good. I don't know about you, but it doesn't make me feel good. I feels that people need to ask questions for us to go where we can go heights.
Alright.
I can read most of your questions and probably tap into them, but it would be so much nicer to have an interactive session.
I have a question. I can
Yes.
wait till tomorrow though.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, so in your weekend call, when you said ask the body, like, body, show me what you'd like to look like. So I've been doing it since that call, like, because I see myself 100 times in the mirror. So I say it like 100 times every time I pass by. I'm like, body, show me what you'd like to look like. But where I get confused is, like, when I do some body processes, and I do them every night on myself to change something or another, am I like contradicting? Like, can I still ask my body like what you'd like to look like, but yet I'm trying to change something by a body process? I'm confused.
body will want it today and not tomorrow. See, what happens is, sometimes when we are doing the processes, we just go ahead and do it. We assume it's a good thing for the body and for us. So maybe you could ask, do you want it today? And if so, which one do you want? I hope that helps.
Okay, well, I don't ask the first question. I just say, okay, show me which one you'd like, and it just whatever.
So
I get
ask
out of the
whether
day.
you want it at all. One day it
Okay.
may say, no, I don't want it. I'm fine.
Okay.
Then you
I
can,
do.
ask the next day. It may not want it for a few days. It may want it one day.
Yeah, like bars, it does not like bars. It's like it's so
Exactly.
resistant
It's telling you
bars,
very
but no
clearly
bars.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
cool. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank
That
you,
helps.
Sagri. That was so yummy and so nice and to the point. You pinned it. Thank you. You did it very well.
Thank you, Kanwal. Just took the opportunity when you were away.
No, thank you for being there when I wasn't there. And we all know it. And please, that's why I keep asking, please always be present to share whatever that is that you always make a difference. You're always contributing. When that thing comes to you, the joy of sharing is a contribution. There is no rule. Your way is the way.
Sometimes awareness is just, you have to say it.
Most of the time.
And this is a place where, I think everybody is, very accepting of awarenesses and sharing. Another place I may ask, is this, can this person hear what I have to say? I use that tool a lot. But here, I think everybody is open to receiving. So
yes, we are all open to receiving. And the reason I keep trying to get you to get that rules do not apply. Rules are only to be broken. If you are going to be true, infinite beings, humanoids you truly be, rules do not apply. You cannot function from your life from rules. Because if you do, you give up awareness, which means you give up control to someone else. When you follow the rule, who are you giving up yourself to? You get to the infinite space when infinite change and infinite choices is a reality for you. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And I was hearing, I came back, it was beautiful. I couldn't have put it better than that.
Yes.
Thank you, Kanwal.
Thank you, darling. So, is there any question before we give up? And I didn't ask my book club people and gave in. We were going to start the advanced pragmatic psychology tomorrow. Guys, are you all okay? If we do this one
Very
more
much. Yes, Kanwal. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, cover.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And we will start our book from day after.
Okay.
Okay? Not going any further than that.
मुझे अभी कुछ काम नहीं है ना आप देख लो सुनो इधर
So, bye-bye for today.
Yes.
Who are committing to themselves to reading this? The leftover 40%?
I am, for sure.
I am. I have an audiobook.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love you all and thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to each
love
one.
you too
Thank you, Kanwal. Such a contribution. Thank you.
iPhone. Bye. Lovely
Bye
having
bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you, Kanwal.
Thank you.